So today's project is how to refine and dry clay. It also makes kind of a nice little ground. Like I imagined if I found red dirt or something, it'd make a nice little like Mars background. I don't know. So the first thing we need is the dirt. I mean, you could get clay or dirt. I'm going to get a mixture of a little bit of clay and mostly dirt because it's easier to dig. Now the tools I'm going to use are just a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, and a little hoe pickaxe type thing. I don't know what the proper name for this is, but I use it for clay because whenever you're dealing with wet and sticky clay, you can hit it into the clay, and the clay will stick to the tool, and then you can hit it onto something, and the clay will fall off. Because otherwise, if you try to use a shovel, the clay just sticks to the shovel, and it is a pain in the ass. So I think the best place to get the clay and dirt is over here. I think that's a good spot right there. I'll just set this right here. So we have gray clay down here, really hard stuff. I don't know if that would be good for this because I can barely even hit that off. But now up here, we have like more of a mud, and that would be useful. So I think I'll just be lazy. Stick my bucket right there, like that. And I think that's good enough. Let's take that back to the house and start refining it. So here we have the dirt, and we can see it's chock full of sand granules and rocks, and especially roots. So the next step we have to do with this is we have to put it into a pan so we can put it into the oven in order to heat it up and dry it out. And we also have to flatten it because we can't just have it a bunch of chunks because that would take forever for the center points to heat up and dry out, because the liquid, even if it was in the form of steam, it would be stuck in the center. So now that we have that all made up, let's take it inside and put it into the oven. It's a little heavy. So here we are in my kitchen, and the dirt pie is 51 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10.8 degrees Celsius. It's a bit chilly outside. I have the oven at 400 degrees. I might turn it back down to 300 or so, just to, because I was trying to heat it up quickly. Leave that in there for a little bit. I'll turn it down a bit. Yeah, 350. 350 sounds okay. Okay, it's been about, I'd say, an hour and a half now. And 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 177 degrees Celsius. So that means that I would believe most of the liquid has evaporated out because it's no longer acting as a cooling agent. Yep, bone dry. Awesome. So now it's all dry and crumbly and we can break it up. And now that we've transferred all the dirt from the pan into this bigger container, we can break it up with a hammer. And now that these are broken down, oh, it's still warm, into slightly smaller chunks, I'm going to put them into a round container. I'm using a round container because I have a round cannonball, and I'll use this to break it all up. Now, after a little bit of wearing the stuff down, there's still some chunks in here, so I'm going to use a pair of pliers to break them. Because it seems like the smaller chunks, they get broken down pretty easily, but some of the bigger chunks, they just don't like to break down. And some of them are most likely just rocks. Like that's a rock. So you can just throw that in your neighbor's garden or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe use it as a slingshot to shoot rabbits. I don't care. They're rocks. So I would have to say that it's pretty well ground right now, or at least most of it. It has a good majority of well ground bits in it, I mean. So I'm gonna have to be able to find a way to sift it. So I found this in the trash. It's a air freshener thing, but I think the front part that goes over the whatever it is would be a good sieve. And so now we have our sifter. I don't know, whatever. We'll add a few bits of dirt to it. And there we have very, very finely ground clay, or dirt, whatever. So that is my method of refining clay and dirt. This is dirt over here, and this is clay. The clay is a little bit darker, but I had a little bit of dirt mixed in with it, so oh well. But yeah, that's my method for refining and separating and powdering the soil. And I can use this for other projects. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya!